Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Horror Room. I'm Travis Bruce, and today we're doing another indie horror spotlight. I have with us today, he is the director of a new fan film that's coming out soon, that's in the works. There's actually an Indiegogo out right now for it, so we're going to talk about that as well. I have with us Sam Schumacher. He has out Friday the 13th, Jason in Indianapolis, of all places. Samuel, welcome to the Horror Room, my friend.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about Friday the 13th, Jason in Indianapolis.
Well, never made a movie before, so the concept came to me. I live in the Midwest. I mean, there's more than corn in Indiana, but, you know, there's not a lot of entertainment with the film industry right here where I'm at. And I've been in three other different things. I was in a movie that's not out yet. I was in another movie short, and then I was in a little web series. And I was like, I want to do this more. I want to do more. Gonna find nothing. I'm not made of money, so I can't travel somewhere, work, get paid, and come home. So I was like, I wish I knew how to make a movie. So one day I just decided to mess around on YouTube, started typing in stuff, reading stuff, looking at stuff, and found this nice video. I watched it. I was like, yeah, that's a concept. Everybody's doing that, but the film quality looks like a phone. And, you know, then the new phones that come out, like my phone records good. So I started my little photos and my little videos, just seeing how it looked when I do security for musicians and celebrities. And, you know, being able to hobnob with them and get a good picture with them instead of off the stage showed me my camera was good. So I decided to make me a movie. I went through all the genres. I was like, I can't do nothing. I need horror. That's the only thing you can do without having to do a bunch of garbage. Just, you got to do a lot of things with something. And then I ran through the villains. What can I do? Can I make my own? I got a nice mask that's custom made for me. It's a scarecrow mask. So I was like, I'm going to do something with that. I couldn't come up with a good for it. So then I ran through all the icons, knowing that people have remade a lot of the icons. Mm-hmm. And I went through Freddie, and me and my wife, we were sitting there talking. I was like, let me go listen to Robert Englund. So I went and found 4 or 5 different videos of him talking like Freddie. I was like, all right, let's try it. And I tried it. I could get a little bit down, but I couldn't get a dialogue in. And so I was like, yeah, well, let me try the laugh. If I try hard, maybe, but no. I'm not big enough to play Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
Because that was my nephew. He don't speak. Mm-hmm. So I could put a mask on and I could do it. And I may look big, but I'm 170, 6'3", and I'm small. And so I was like, I need something that I can play with. And I was like, I'm going to do Halloween. I started running through some things. I was like, the only thing Mike Myers ever did in all the movies was go after Laurie. That was his goal.
His family.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But now he's dead, supposedly, that we all think. And I was like, I can't play off of that unless I take a side note before he got killed. What can I do? Why is he in Indianapolis? That ain't going to work out. I mean, we're only 4.5 hours away from Haydenfield, but
yeah.
I was like, he could come over here, but what would be the reason why? Did Laurie take a vacation he's searching for? I'm like, I'm going to leave that alone. And I was like, Jason just about, get in my way, I'm going to kill you and keep on moving. And he's got no goal. He's got none. He's killed everybody connected to his mom's murder, everybody connected to his supposed drowning. He's done got them. But he just out there doing his thing. He ain't got no mission. He just out there doing his thing.
A machine.
A machine. You get in his way, it's over with. So it's like, well, he went to Manhattan, really didn't have a reason why, but he went. Why can't I bring him to Indianapolis? What can I do to make it feasible for people to tune in? And I have a friend. I'm gonna keep him anonymous just because he's a celebrity. He's been in The Walking Dead. He's been in a couple other a movie, and he lives here in Indiana. And I talk with him, and he says, "You got a story?" And I'm like, "Story? Yeah, it's a horror movie, and you're doing Jason, and he's in Indianapolis."
Yeah.
People are just gonna think you another one of them fan film slashers and done. There ain't no plot, ain't no story. You're gonna get some people, but then in the long run, it ain't gonna go nowhere. You ain't gonna, whatever your goal is, you're not gonna get it. And I'm like, okay. So I went with my script writer and I told him, hey, we need a story instead of all these kill scenes. And he's like, hash one out and send it to me. So I came up with a perfect story. And it's never, I went through the entire Jason history, Wikipedia, Wiki, fandom, all of them. Everything I could find on a backstory of everything, I've went through it. What I came up with, you can Google it, and it don't come up. It doesn't come up in any search bar. It doesn't come up on anything. So I was like, okay, my wife and maybe we just hit the mother lode because it's not there. It's not copyrighted, trademarked, registered. There's nothing there. Nobody can sit there and say, hey, you did this. Because I'm not mentioning the name Voorhees. That name, Jason Voorhees, is copyrighted. It's
correct.
Oh. So, even though I know I can make a film and use the name, I'm still taking that 50-50 chance that if it goes anywhere, I have a liability that could possibly come back and bite me in the butt.
Correct.
So exactly. But nobody can copyright the name Friday the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
It's not copyrighted. Anybody can make a movie and call it Friday the 13th and get away with it, as long as you don't use Jason Voorhees. So I was like, I've seen all these fan films, and I use Jason. So I started going through copyright, trademark, registration rules in film and TV, and I was like, there's nothing stopping me from doing stuff. The character himself is copyrighted, but if you change small, minute details of it, you're fine.
But that's what Sean Cunningham did with Jason Goes to Hell and Jason Goes to Space. He didn't use Voorhees or the Friday the 13th. He just used Jason, and if you watch those movies, it's not old school Jason.
No. But I'm trying to use I'm doing it with a classic type of filming when I edit, that you will see what looks like the old school 80s type thing just here and there. It's like a little glitch that makes the film move a little bit, like a VCR tape, and it's every now and then it'll pop up throughout the film. So nice. A little secret, so a little secret and spoiler. It's not a mess up. It's there on purpose, and it's just to give a little throwback to the 80s classic, but keeping the entire what you see with me and you, that image smooth and clear, so it doesn't look like it came from a phone. And then I have a camera on its way, and I'm not positive what camera it is. It's being contributed to the film by one of my sponsors, and he said it's a good film camera that you can use. I was like, okay, so all my kill scenes are going to be done with that, and I'm going to use my phone to do all the inconclusive, in-between fill-in stuff.
Nice. Now, speaking of Jason, one of the things that made Jason unique from the iconic horror characters is his kills. Jason definitely takes pleasure in his kills. He he has some of the most iconic kills, some of the most horrific kills. Is that something that you're going to bring to your film as well?
I'm going to blend the classic again with a little bit more. I mean, think, it's been 46 years since the man supposedly died.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not mistaken, when I read he was 13 or 14 when he died, maybe a little bit younger. But, you know, for 46 years, the man has been enraged over and over and over. Now he's in a whole new city. He's got a mission. He has a full mission on his plate, and he's here and he's looking for what he has. I don't want to spoil it. I'm not going to give it away, but he has something that brought him here. And the more he looks at it, the more he's looking for it, and he can't find it, and it makes him even more and more upset. And every little small detail just fuel to the fire for him, and if he comes across people, they're done. It doesn't matter if it's 1 or 5. He's going to town because I'm trying to think, and you're over here doing it. I'm done. Now I can think. And I'm going to. The thing that he has is going to slowly be revealed from the beginning to the end. You're going to see it, but you're not going to completely understand what it is, because the description of it, when you see it, you're going to be like, what does that have to do with Jason? What does that have to do with? Because that's going to be your first assumption. And as the film is going and going and going, more and more of that object becomes apparent, becomes seen, becomes known. So by the time you get to a certain part, which I've listed it for casting, so if you follow me or you've been reading up it, I posted for casting for a journalist, for a news reporter. So I have a news reporter that's going to be in the film, and these interviews that she does is what brings up the fact later of why he's there. It's an assumption, but now you as the audience hearing what they don't know but assume to be, and what you've seen of his object, ties the two together. You're like, oh, that makes sense. And
Now I have a question. Yes or no? Are we going to see any of the iconic characters, from the previous Jason movies?
not, you won't see nobody physically, but only one name is going to come up. And without giving the spoiler away, it is a name that has been used and brought up from day one of the first film and the books and everything else, and is a continuation all the way up till today. That is a very key component to what Jason started doing his killings.
Okay.
And but I will say this because a lot of people won't know, his signature weapon is tied to that kid.
Okay. Gotcha. Now I don't know about everybody. I've been to Indianapolis one time. I went to see the Pacers play, and also went to the Indianapolis Freeway. Is that what it's called? With the race track?
Oh, Indianapolis 500.
Indianapolis 500. Yeah. So I see both of those, and like one of the things probably there's in Indianapolis, I was thinking country, slow city. No, Indianapolis it's not as bad as Baltimore. That's where I live, but it definitely has its pockets. It definitely has its seediness. It definitely has its dark side to it. Are we going to see some of that brought out in the movie?
Oh yeah, I'm going to be having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5 iconic landmarks that identifies Indianapolis.
Okay.
I'm also, the way I'm playing the film, again, I'm not going to say it, but it's going to also showcase territories of Indianapolis. And for those that live in Indianapolis or know it, when they see these key components of the territory, they're going to know what Jason is doing. With every time they see one of those pop up, they're going to know where he's at and what he's doing, or why that relates to what he's doing. Because I'm trying to give my city, which, if you know, Indianapolis has no movies that I can think of.
I can think of any. Yeah.
Reference, there's scenes in there that say they went to Indianapolis and they show a scene, but all that stuff don't even exist where they went. So nothing's ever been filmed here like this and showcased our cities. So the title itself, Jason in Indianapolis, I got to include my city and show what our city is and what our city has to offer. And that's, the 500, the Pacers, the Cambridge Fieldhouse,
the Colts,
the Lucas Oil. Yeah, there's certain parts of those buildings that I don't want to put the name in because I don't know how all that stuff works really,
Yeah.
Because if I have the Pacers logo in the back, I'm okay. But if I have the company's name in there without their permission, they could sue me for that, and I don't want to take that liability. But I can put the building in there and nobody can say nothing because people do that all the time.
Yeah.
So, and you're going to know exactly what it is when you see it. And, we have some statues and other things that are iconic here that I'm going to be taking pictures with or doing a video scene shot with. I'm trying to get I'm trying to work my legal precedent to film downtown at night. If you've never been in Indianapolis after 1 a.m. in the morning on a weekday, let me tell you, it is a desert ghost town.
Really?
Yes. Downtown Indianapolis around 2 o'clock, Monday through Thursday, downtown is dead till about 4 in the morning. You may see 1 or 2 cars. You may see a couple homeless people. You may see 1 or 2 people walking. But it is dead. I can literally put the costume on and walk straight down the middle of the street for 30 minutes without seeing a car.
Wow.
But I want to make sure I have permission from the city.
People.
Yeah, from the correct people that I need to know to do some scenes because I want those scenes at night and I want them downtown because that'd be a key element to my film.
I agree. Now, right now you are crowdfunding.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
I started in Indiegogo, which if you just type in the name Friday the 13th, Jason in Indianapolis in Google, the very first thing that pops up should be the Indiegogo. On that, I've got some perks that I've put up for people who contribute. They can get something for their contribution. There's also businesses that can contribute to it. That if they want their business, like Jason, walking past it, or if they're open, or they want to be a part of the film, and they want me to come in the building and kill somebody, or the guy comes out, why are you standing in front of my building, you goofy, whatever, and Jason just slashes him in front of his business. That's a perk that's not on there, but I have listed it on my Facebook and on my groups. So I'm trying to incorporate other Indianapolis businesses I'm trying to gain the funding because, you know, I've made everything so far. I've got all my actors simply by reaching out to people I know. I do security for celebrities and musicians.
Oh, nice.
And so I've reached out to some of my former clients and celebrities I've worked with, worked for, or beside, and asked, hey, you want to be in a film? Or just people I've connected with. And they're like, yeah. I'm like, it's non-paid. Okay, I'll do it. All right, cool, thank you. And I kept on going. And so I've got a nice, large cast. I've already got a bunch of scenes shot. All the music in the film. It is not go get this free song off this website, download it, and use it. One of them sites, like you can do with the photos, and you can take this photo or this video and use it in your thing for free.
Get it royalty free.
The royalty free music, yeah, it's not royalty free music. These are artists I personally know, and Adelita's Way has given me permission to use a song. They are on IMDb. They had a song on WWE SmackDown.
Nice.
I have Chris Palmore. He's a member of a group here in town called the Sex Wapple. They're a rap group, and he's working on a original song for the film. Anna Zandon, she's in the film. She also wrote a song for the film. Several other people contributed their song when I asked. So the money's going to go towards other things for the movie. You know, there's going to be blood, so I got to make sure I can have enough of that. There may or may not be gore and body parts. I haven't really came across that yet. I'm still playing with the concept. How gruesome do I want Jason to be? Because I want him to be classic, to where, you know, he grabs people by their throat and he just kind of tortures them a little bit, and maybe slashes into them and rips them, or he's standing there looking face to face like he's looking at you, and he just sticks you with the machete slowly inside the gut. I haven't played with my so, you know, I've watched a lot of the kill scenes, and then I've watched other horror movie kill scenes to try to see, do I just want to do a mashup, blend a bunch of different ones together and make Jason just look straight psychotic for real? So I want to change that signature move up and make more people like, damn, Jason don't flip the wig. That's my goal. I want them to know why he's flipping a wig. He's frustrated from what he can't find with what he has, like massively. And that's how I want the movie to play out. Like every time he looks at this, he's either killed somebody and he looks at it, or he's looking at it and he's about to kill somebody. So that object is enraging his hatred for everything. And I wanna unleash that slowly and progressively. And so blood and gore, body parts, those are things I may or may not need. I know I need blood. Thankfully I have a couple people who are working on some masks, just for me to be able to play from the beginning to the end. As he progresses, that one comes off a whole, you know, you won't see the change and transformation, but, you know, you may see this face, and then he goes to town, and it's bloody, or they fight back and hit him or something. When you see his face again, it'll be a different mask, because he's progressed from not clean, but a clean mask to, oh, he's got some... he done did some battles.
That makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense.
And then move from that mask to another one, and then to another one. You know? And one of my sponsors, which is Horror Chills Cinema TV, Hippie Mandy, she has been working with me. She's part of the film, and she's helping with, you know, getting the mask and some other things, which is a privilege and great honor for for me to say for her doing that for me. As you know, psychotoxins part of the film.
These guys rock.
They're doing their thing. They're contributing to all kinds of different stuff. Then I have Panic Terry Films, who is a sponsor because he's given me all the resources for me to find the people I need that are going to work with me because I don't have $5,000 funding. And then because a lot of my people are local, probably 60, if not more, percent of my cast has never acted. Ever.
This is first time.
And they're from here. And then I have a few that aren't from here that are out of state. I want to give someone, myself included, don't get me wrong, I'm a fanboy. So I want to give these people that have contributed their time, done fabulous with what they did for me, an opportunity to feel like a star, feel like they're watching their movie. They're in this. I want them to have that opportunity to go to a theater and see it before anybody else does. And that's what part of the contribution on Indiegogo is going to go for. Is I've got a theater here just outside of town. It's a classic one-screen historic movie theater. The price is phenomenal.
Nice.
And everything that comes with that price is like at least 50% cheaper than the other 12 movie theaters I've contacted. And so I want them to have that opportunity. And while we're there, I'm going to have Jason. Jason will make an appearance for anybody because it's going to be free. No, it doesn't cost anything. You show up and get in. Only thing that's going to cost you money is if you buy stuff at the concession stand, because that ain't my business. So, and Jason's going to be there. I think I'm going to have 2 podcasts going to come out and do something, film, take pictures, something. And then I'm going to address everybody before the movie because I get 3 hours. So I can address everybody, photos, sign stuff, if it goes that far. You know, friends and family come out there, it may, and I want to be able to give those actors and friends of mine the opportunity to live it up and feel like they did something.
Well, let me know when it is. I'm going to try my best to get out to Indianapolis because I know I'm going to be in Indianapolis this year for it's either the Horror Hound convention or is Day of the Dead. It's one of the two.
I work both of those.
Okay, sweet. So I know I'm going to be out for one of them this year. So I had to look at my calendar which one it is. But I know I'm going to be in Indianapolis one time this year at least.
Well, make sure you get in touch when you get here.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely. All right, so real quick, I'm going to shoot to a little fun part of the interview. Who is your favorite Jason?
Well, I'll be honest with you. It's Kane Hodder, because I worked with him at Days of the Dead.
Okay.
And he's a real nice, down-to-earth type of individual. He is very humbling and very, very thankful for the fans because he wears the Jason necklace, he has a Jason ring, and he when I got a chance to talk to him, he goes, I'm blessed. I couldn't be in a better place than I am now. This right here has given me my dreams come true.
And I've met him twice. Nice guy. Probably doesn't like me after that Face of Horror video, but he's a nice guy. He's an extremely nice guy. He's a lot of people's favorite Jason. He's a great Jason. He's probably the most iconic Jason. Not my favorite, but I mean, he's definitely. I mean, and the guy as a person is an amazing man.
Oh yeah. Yes. Yes. Most definitely. I've never met the others.
Oh, I've met all of them except for who have I met? C.J. Graham. I haven't met C.J. Graham yet, and I've been trying.
Ari Lehman's like going around tour right now. As his tour is called The First Jason.
Yes, he has a band. I met Ari once. I met what's his name? Will Gillette.
Will Gillette, yeah.
Yeah, I met him once, and I met Derek Mears, who's my favorite Jason. Who else have I met? I'm trying to think of my brain right now. I'm in a brain freeze of all the Jasons. I know these because I have like the autographs from each one. But yeah, I met Kane twice. Nicest guy. I mean, just down to earth. You cannot once you meet him, you cannot like this guy plays Jason. You're like, get the fuck out of here. He's the nicest fucking guy.
Yes.
All right, so Samuel, where can anyone find you, my friend?
You can Google my name, Samuel Schmucker. And it's SAMUELSCHMUCKER. You Google me, and make sure you put Indianapolis after my name. There's a poet and an artist with my name from the 1800s. If you just put Samuel Schmucker in there, you're going to get 12 pages of these people. So make sure you put Indianapolis after Schmucker, and everything will pop up. There's my website, my Facebook, all that's there. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram. I'm under Schmucker Security. I believe my TikTok is Schmucker Security too, but it could be same Schmucker. And the movie will be coming to for general public will be September 13th, 2024 at midnight on my YouTube channel, which is under Samuel Schmucker.
I'll have the link to his YouTube channel right down in the description box. So click on that and subscribe, guys. Subscribe to my channel too, by the way. Let's subscribe to everybody's channel.
All right.
Listen, everybody. Go shoot over to Indiegogo right now and go ahead and put your support in Friday the 13th, Jason, in Indianapolis. Now, why in Indianapolis and not take over Indianapolis?
I live here. Every time me and my wife watch a show or a movie, I try to, when they say Indiana, I try to see it, try to see what it is, because Indianapolis has a lot to offer.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not given a lot of media play.
It's not. It doesn't.
You hear it 3 times out of the year. When the 500's here, when the Brickyard's here, or when there's a major sporting event.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Excellent reason, man. Listen, Samuel, it's been an absolute pleasure. I look forward to seeing you in Indianapolis in the next couple months.
Right on.
All right, everyone. Well, thank you for coming to the Horror Room. I'm Travis Bruce. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.